AITA for calling the police on my best friend's abusive boyfriend. I, 27F, have been best friends with Sarah, 28F, since we were kids. We've been through everything together, from school dances to breakups. So when she started dating Mark, a charming guy who seemed perfect at first, I was thrilled for her. However, as time went on, I began to notice red flags in their relationship. One day, Sarah showed up to our weekly coffee date with a bruise on her arm. When I asked her about it, she brushed it off, claiming she had just bumped into a door. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I started paying closer attention and soon realized that Mark's behavior was becoming increasingly controlling and aggressive towards Sarah. Things came to a head one night when Sarah called me in tears, saying that Mark had hit her during an argument. I was shocked and horrified. I knew I had to do something to protect my best friend. Without hesitation, I called the police and reported the abuse. The officers arrived at Sarah's house and took Mark into custody. Sarah was grateful to me for helping her get out of that toxic situation, but I could tell she was also upset with me for involving the authorities. Update: Sarah refused to press charges against Mark, insisting that it was a one-time incident and that he was sorry. I tried to convince her to leave him for good, but she wouldn't listen. Our friendship became strained as I continued to speak out against Mark. As time went on, Sarah grew more distant from me, choosing to stand by Mark despite his abusive behavior. I felt helpless and frustrated, watching my best friend stay in a dangerous relationship. The tension between us continued to build until one day, Sarah made a decision that would change everything. I was left wondering, did I do the right thing by calling the police on Sarah's abusive boyfriend? Am I the asshole for trying to protect her and stand up against domestic violence? In the end, Sarah made a shocking announcement that she had gotten back together with Mark, and they were planning on getting married. I was beyond devastated, feeling like my efforts to protect her had all been in vain. Our friendship was completely destroyed as Sarah chose to prioritize her relationship with Mark over our years of sisterhood. Looking back on everything that had transpired, I couldn't help but feel conflicted. On one hand, I knew that I did what I thought was the right thing by calling the police to protect Sarah from her abusive boyfriend. But on the other hand, the outcome left both sides hating each other, with our friendship irreparably damaged. In the end, I may have been labeled as the asshole for getting involved, but I stand by my decision to speak out against domestic violence and protect my best friend, even if it meant losing her in the process.